Hey guys, all right. So last thing is I'm going to show you a quick note-taking tip and also how to cite websites. So we always want to tell where we got our information, right? So in databases, that's super easy. You just click on the cite button and copy and paste. In websites, it's a little bit more work. Another reason why using databases first is a good choice. But here we go. So I have chosen to use this website. I've already kind of looked at who wrote it. It's the Finnish government, and it's giving information and trying to convince people to come and visit their lovely country. I actually lived in Finland for 3 years when I was in elementary school, and I wanted to do some research onto their Christmas traditions. So I found this website. I've already decided that it looks pretty good. It's reliable. So I want to pull out some information here. And so, for example, here, Christmas Eve, and there's a whole big chunk of information. I'm not going to copy and paste this whole thing onto my note taking page. I just want to get little chunks, something that I can look back at later and go, oh, that's right. That was a fact that I want to include in my research. So for here, it says the most important Christmas celebration takes place on Christmas Eve. So I could take just that right there. Copy. And now I'm going to add this to my note-taking page. I've made a fresh new Google Doc and I've named it something that is very, very clear. Okay. Remember, guys, you are going to end up with a lot of Google Docs in your middle school career. Make sure you name them something that's very specific. I've named mine Finnish Christmas Research. So I'm going to just paste that little bit. Okay. Again, when you're doing your actual writing, you're not going to, we're not going to steal, right? We're not going to take whole big long sections and say that we wrote them, but little nuggets, okay? So Finnish traditions include the Christmas sauna. So for those of you who don't know, a sauna is where you sit in a really hot, steamy room, and Finnish tradition says that you jump into a freezing cold lake afterwards. Okay, the highlight of the evening is, let's see, the highlight of the evening is Santa knocks on the door and asks, are there any well-behaved children here? Okay, so you see, I'm just kind of taking chunks. You could even just write, highlight of the evening, Santa comes. Okay. Are there good children? Okay, you can make that even shorter. So I know when I go back and I look at this paper, okay, most important Christmas celebration is Christmas Eve, Christmas sauna, highlight of the evening, Santa comes, are there good children? Okay, let's see if we can get one more little nugget. Since Christmas Eve forms the most important day in the Christmas season in Finland, it is fitting that at noon on the eve, Christmas peace is proclaimed in Turku, the oldest city in the country. Okay, so noon on the eve. Christmas peace is proclaimed in Turku. And this dates back to 13th century. Okay, you can handwrite your notes or you can copy and paste little nuggets. But you see how I'm not doing big, long sections and I'm not doing full sentences. It's just little tiny nuggets. So when I come back and look at this, I'll have something to build my own project around, okay? But now I need to cite where I got this information. So we're going to use a site called Cite This For Me. So I'm going to copy and paste my website, okay? And then I'm going to go to citethis4me.com. Now, because I've already been here today, it's going to look a little bit different. The first thing it's going to ask you is what style of citation you want. You will choose MLA, okay? MLA. Once you've chosen that, it should take you to this page. You are going to click the blue buttons, add new reference. We're doing a website. I'm going to copy and paste the website in, search, cite, and just keep hitting those blue buttons, okay? Keep hitting those blue buttons. Continue. Okay. If this pops up, you're going to have to turn off your ad blocker. I believe that all the Google Chromebooks have this ad blocker installed. It's super easy to get rid of it. You're going to click on this stop sign up here at the top, and then click these off and refresh the page. Oh, no. Sometimes when this happens, if you just click up in the address bar and hit enter, interesting. Try that again. I'm going to go back to citethis4me.com, add new reference, website, paste, cite, just clicking the blue buttons, clicking the blue buttons. Okay, that time it worked. That was weird. So now it's brought me to this page, and it's going to tell me all the information it couldn't find. It can't find the author, and it can't find the publisher. The date, access date, that means the date that I looked at this website. So that's going to autofill as soon as I hit this complete citation. So you don't need to worry about that. So author, let's see if we can find that. It's usually, for a blog post like this, either right at the top or down at the bottom. So I didn't see it at the top. There it is. Okay. So I'm actually going to copy and paste. Oops, there we go. Her name, because I want to make sure that I spell it correctly. I love the Finnish language and names. Sinikka Salokorpi. I probably butchered that, but there you go. We're going to add that. Publisher. The publisher is probably like This Is Finland's, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm going to leave that blank, and that's okay. You want to fill out as much as you possibly can of this, but if you can't find something, like, that's okay. The page title, the website name, the author, the URL, that's your web address, that's the most important part. Okay, complete citation. And there's your bibliography, okay? So we're just going to copy bibliography citation. No, I don't want to pay for you. And then I am going to paste, excuse me, there we go. I'm going to paste it right here at the top. That tells me that everything that I wrote underneath it came from this website, okay? And your teacher may ask you to create a bibliography page, which is going to be a list of all of your citations. And if she does that, then that's super easy to just copy and paste those into a new Google Doc, okay? And if you guys have any questions about that, I'm always here for you. My email is curtise@georgetownisd.org. Okay, I hope you guys find out some really cool stuff in your research.